Well, hello and welcome to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition. This is specifically designed for you to listen to. This is not going to be visual gobbledygook. You have enough visual distractions in your life. That's the game. They keep you so watching this and watching that. It's like a cat or a dog. You know, you get one of those laser beams that you shine on the floor, and the cat and the dog can't help themselves but chase it. There's nothing there, but it doesn't make any difference. They can't help themselves. Well, that's the way you're treated. Mass media, government, TikTok, whatever else. It's just garbage. And you fall for it every time. Every time. So here, we try to keep that down to just a dull roar. All you will have is the 5 cards for the reading today. No other images, no other movement. You can close your eyes, meditate. The idea is to get you to manifest. We all can do it. We all do it. Little things in your life that you wish for, or someone maybe you hope to see or run into or whatever. Things like that, you know. But this is really allowing you to build muscles in terms of your manifesting ability, to really get good at it, because it will do 2 things. 1, it will improve your life. 2, you can use it as a weapon. That is an armor, let's put it another way, an armor, to protect you from what they're throwing at you. What they have been throwing at you all of your life. They've been lying to you in every way possible. They lied about the wars. We fight them for corporations. U.S. military is the police force for the corporations. We go into countries saying we're going for democracy. No, we're not. They have oil, they have gold, they have diamonds, they have something corporations in America want. They've lied to you about religion. They've lied to you about politics. They've lied to you about your health. They've lied to you. And so what you are doing is being given a chance to wake up to that. And you do that, you enhance that with really fine-tuning your ability to manifest. So we look at the 5 cards. The one in the middle is where we start. It's the Oracle card. It's an unfinished symphony, implying that life is not a race, it's a marathon. Yes, you should be focused in the present, but the reason why you're here is the past is the foundation. And with that in mind, the present shapes the future. They're all connected. It's part of this unfinished symphony. What we're focusing on here, keeping in mind the idea of a symphony, music, is not one tune, but a series of tunes. And the question we're asking is, what are you going to do when the music is over? For many people, the music is over. They're aware of the lies continuously, and it was planned that way. In fact, you can check some of the writings of a guy by the name of John D. Rockefeller, who laid it all out, but he's not the only one. The rich have always thought that the middle class and the poor were garbage. They were there for them to make them richer, to make their lives better. It has now come to the point where if you are awake and aware, and if you're still listening to this, then you are awake and aware, you have been used and abused. That's the unfinished symphony. Your life continues, but the music that you've been listening to, what do you do when it's over? Because it has to end. Otherwise, your life's not going to get better. It's going to get incredibly worse. And the meme today, and I try to get a meme every day. Sometimes I can't do it, but most often I try to get a meme. The meme for today fits perfectly. Sometimes when you're in a dark and oppressive place, you think that you've been buried, when in fact, you've actually been planted. That's a huge difference. And that's why I want you to tune in to your manifesting. This is not a tarot reading that's meant to make you feel flowery and good and, oh, isn't this great? Oh, wow. We're not here for that. I want you to be inspired. That's a positive. That's a strong positive. But we cut to the chase. And so today we're talking about your life, an unfinished symphony. But at some point in the last 3 years, or maybe the next 3 years, music's going to end. What happens then? Keep in mind, if you think you've been buried, you are. But if you think you've been planted, that's where I want you to be. That's where I want you to be. This is a new beginning for you, at least the potential anyway. It's all going to start with the card on the left, the Two of Pentacles. Pentacles are things that we value, and I'm not talking material things at all. You're thinking a new job, new house, new car, new this, new that. Those are trinkets. Those are toys. It's kind of funny anytime that I'm listening to the radio or the internet these days. They have these commercials on from time to time. Well, gold, invest in gold, it holds its value. No, it doesn't hold its value. If you bought gold 2 years ago, today, 2 years ago, it would have been worth twice as much as it is today. You would have lost 50%. So tell me that's such a good deal. And on top of which, you can't eat gold. It can't support you. If there's nobody around you who will in tough times, and I think they're coming, if there's nobody around you who will trade for gold, you can't eat it. So we're talking values. We're talking things about love, joy, happiness, peace, gratitude, purpose, connection. Those are the values. Even your health, by the way. Because you can't buy health. Everybody dies. Everybody. I don't care how rich you are. So this is a time for you to make a decision about your value system. What are you going to do? Are you going to hang on to the stuff that they've sold you as important? Buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. By the way, you keep yourself in debt, which means you're still a slave to the system. You're still a slave to them, and they got you right where they want you. You're going to have nothing, and you're going to be happy. You're going to live in a 15-minute city. You're going to eat worms. You're going to have a car that you can't drive anywhere because they will put a kill switch on it, in the United States anyway. 2026, they're going to put kill switches, electronic kill switches on all cars. They say it's there to protect you from drunk drivers and crazy people. But you know that now, after all we've been through, that's not the real meaning. If they get an insurrection, if people get to be a little sticky, if people stand up and bitch about what's going on, click. You can't drive your car. You can't go anywhere. It's all control. So what are you going to do when the music's over? Well, first thing before you get to that point, how about changing your values, locking them down? You will have your tower moment, your moment of realization. Towers, people get tower to go, oh. It's one of the problems with human beings. We're wimps. Anything that sounds unpleasant, oh, I want to avoid it. I want to avoid it. Oh. A tower moment is just a moment where you pull the curtain back, the veil back. You see what is behind the curtain. You see things the way they really are. You see the wizard. A tower moment is a wake-up call. Wakes you up from the bullshit you're selling yourself or been sold and you accepted. That's the tune you're dancing to. The card next to it is the death card. At some point in time, you have to decide if you've chosen to be planted, not buried. You have to give up the value system that's put you where you are. You've changed your values. You've decided to wake up, pay attention. That means you have to leave something behind. You have to kill something in your life. And you got to move on to self-worth. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is all about. The Queen knows the value of her life, of herself. She values herself, not in a narcissistic way, because narcissism has nothing to do with love or respect or anything. It's insecure people who have to destroy everything and everyone around them, much like capitalism, by the way. Anyway, they have to destroy everything and everyone around them to make themselves even feel anything. And they don't do that for very long, so they have to keep doing it. Queen of Pentacles doesn't have that problem. She values herself, and because she does, she values other people. You cannot give what you don't have. You're looking for that perfect love in your life, you be the perfect love in your life. And let that radiate out. So the key to all of this, I suspect, to kind of shorten it up a little bit, and I've gone on, your life is an unfinished symphony. We are moving to the next part of the symphony. You can choose to think you've been buried, or you can choose to think you've been planted. It's up to you. The question is, what are you going to do when the music is over? Have a good, strong set of values. Be ready and open to positive change. And respect yourself and others. That's the light that will make a difference around the planet. Have you been buried, or have you been planted? More tarot readings tomorrow. Tao Manifested Tarot Readings. I do brand new one every single day, 365. So I'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully you will be too. Between now and the next time, however, peace and blessings.